life was designed to give us what we deserve, not what we want. So if you don't plant your harvest, if you don't plant any seeds, you're not going to see anything grow. If you feel like I'm starving, I'm hungry, I need to eat, you're not going to be able to get what you need unless you actually go out and find it. Neglect. He talks about there are different attitude diseases: indifference, neglect, regret, indecisiveness. They inhibit our growth and they stop us from doing the things that we want to do. And for Jim Rohn, if you have a direction that you feel an inclination to go towards, you need to go towards that inclination. You need to press hard towards it. Don't tiptoe around it. Don't dance around it. Push towards it. And a lot of people may say, well, what if that's not the right choice? What if I'm going the wrong way? And Jim Rohn's argument would be, well, you're going to get to your destination quicker if you start than if you don't start at all. So he just said, pick a direction and just go. And for him, the next best thing to prosperity would be adversity, because adversity, you learn, you will grow. Anytime you are faced with adversity, it is an opportunity to grow. Anything that you want to do in life, pick a decision. Don't be one of those people who just sit on the fence and just wait until you feel that push to go one way or the next. So you need to pour it on thick. Whatever you're doing, pour it on thick. Give it your all and realize that you are going to make mistakes, but the only way that you can move forward in life is if you make those mistakes. And that's what happens to a lot of us. We get into these relationships, whether it be friendships, family, and we put out little sprinkles of ideas of things that we want to do, and they start shooting it down. So we shoot it down ourselves as well. And Jim Rohn is saying that is the mentality of the poor. That's how you stay poor, is whenever you don't even want to try. You just want to stick to what you know. And that is how you stay in poverty, because most people who change the world, they realize that, okay, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to get there eventually. If I keep hitting at it, if I keep picking at it, I'm going to get to my answers much quicker than if I wait for somebody else to bring them to me. No one else is going to give you the answers of how you're supposed to live your life. Even in religion, they're not giving you all the answers. You still have to figure out what your path is, what your goal is in life, and you have to follow that with all of your intensity and energy that you do have to give, because life is short. He said that self-doubt is a plague, and I agree with this as well, because when you doubt yourself, you're putting blocks in your mind before you even get past that idea to make it into something physical. Are you a super worrier or are you a super warrior? So that's what we're going to talk about today. Are you a super worrier? If you are, you're just like me and everyone else in the world who tries to do their best and tries to be a good person. We worry because we know the probability of things going wrong is very high. So with Jim Rohn, he's saying, embrace that. Like, be ready for that. If you are interested in The Secret and the way that The Secret works, you should watch videos on Jim Rohn because he breaks it down and makes it very enjoyable, very electrifying to listen to him talk. And I really, really love the way he talks about motivation. It just gets you pumped up and ready to just do something. And it takes the pressure off as well, because you go into it knowing, okay, I'm going to make mistakes. I know it's not going to be perfect, but I'm going to do it anyways, because one day it will be close to perfect. But if I don't start now, then I'm never going to get there. So the key is make today your day one, not just another day. He said the language of the poor is, what if this happens? What if that happens? And I agree with him completely. There's so many people who have so many good ideas, and they have valid reasons not to go along with those, not to follow those ideas. And billionaires and millionaires and just people who think outside the box, people, not saying only rich people think outside the box, but people who have innovated things, people who have invented things, people who have created things, they know what it feels like for people to see them at their beginning stages and not even pay attention to their greatness. Steve Jobs and Oprah and all these amazing people, just, they knew that in order for them to be successful, they have to feel uncomfortable. They have to feel like they're doing things wrong. You got to kind of feel like a train wreck at first, but you learn to live through that. And once you get in the mode of making mistakes, you'll become comfortable with making mistakes. And that comfortability is where your greatness will come from, because you'll start to see, okay, I need to fix that, fix that, fix that. By the time you start to really dig into all your issues and break down what's going on with you on a fundamental level, as far as what are my mistakes, what do I need to work on, like, I should be doing this, I should be doing that. I used to draw all the time, why don't I draw more? I used to sing all the time, why don't I sing? Just because you have a 9-to-5 job doesn't mean that you can't come home in 10 minutes before bed, an hour before bed. Do those things that are in your subconscious, are in your spirit, calling you, and just those little things that you think about throughout the day, like, oh, wouldn't it be good? Wouldn't it be cool if I could do this? Or wouldn't it be cool if I could do that? He's saying you can do it. And the only reason why you're not doing it is because you have these, you have an attitude disease. Like, you have an attitude disease. So just realize that this man is really going to challenge your beliefs on what you think is an attitude. And he'll basically help you see that we all have attitude diseases, and we really need to work on those. Even people who are successful have attitude diseases, which is why sometimes they may lose their wealth or they may lose their notoriety, because eventually that's going to manifest and bubble up to the top, and people are going to take notice to that shift in energy, that you're not focused on success, you're not focused on fixing mistakes, you're focused on vanity or regret or those types of negative emotions, which are low on the vibrational scale, which will also bring more negativity into your life. Are you afraid of risk? Are you scared? Are you scared to take a risk? If you are, then for him, you should pick something and take that risk. Just pick it. Whether you wanted to try YouTube, whether you always wanted to try painting, whether you wanted to talk to a new person, and you have to be comfortable with the fact that you probably will get rejected. But go into that knowing that that's what's going to happen. And if it doesn't happen, you'll be surprised. And if it does happen, you'll know what you need to do the next time to make sure that the chances are more likely in your favor, that it's not going to happen again. Everything is risky. Life is risky. You take the risk when you're born. You're not getting out of life alone, or you're not getting out of this life alive, is what he says, which is so true. I love that. Excuse me. You're not getting out alive, so you might as well go balls to the wall and just do whatever your heart truly desires. Not what makes you money, not what pays your rent, what your heart truly desires. You never know what could come from taking that leap and doing those things. You may meet someone, you may be introduced to another opportunity, and that is also the law of attraction at play as well, because you're going to start attracting those things, not necessarily because it's scientific, mathematical fact, because you're in that area, you're around those people, you're doing the work. And so you know, if you're single, you're going to meet someone who's doing that same work. If you're in a relationship, maybe you'll find ways to improve that relationship, because now you're happy. Now you're living in your purpose and the things that you want to do. Or you'll be so busy focused on your dreams that you won't really have time for a relationship. And we all know that absence does make the heart grow fonder. So if you are single, now is the time for you to start working hard on whatever it is that you want to do. Work hard, because once you get into a relationship, you are going to just want to relax and have fun and chill and just be with that person. So us to be talking about this, school starting, and a lot of people get distracted by relationships and stress and money. Always go back to your inner child and remember that those are the things that is going to fulfill you. Those are the things that are going to give your life purpose and meaning. So he says, just give it a go. So I just want to leave you with this. He is so funny when he talks about this, because he says, if you want to just be safe, like, sure, go ahead over in the corner. We'll give you a blanket, give you a pillow. We'll bring you some snacks. We'll check on you 3 times a day, and you'll be safe. You may live 100 years, but you're going to be miserable. But that's the only way that you can guarantee that you're going to be safe in this world, if you stay in a corner and you literally don't do anything. Either you can decide that you're going to live the next 30 years just going for it every single day. You know, if you want to be healthy, if you want to, whatever you want to do, create your business, just go for it and just learn your mistakes along the way. You're never going to have it all figured out before it actually happens. You are not going to have all the answers unless you start taking the steps. So you only can see one foot in front of the other. And that's how you should be focused whenever you're trying to accomplish your goals and your dreams. Just take one. All along the way, you will find your path and your purpose little by little. Worry, give it up. Worry is a disease. Worry will make you sick. I can attest to that as well. Worry has been one of the biggest things that have plagued me my whole entire life. And eventually it did make me sick. Worry, stress, anxiety, it made me very sick. And so I wanted to tell you that whenever you're feeling immense stress and you're feeling immense anxiety, don't always be so quick to jump on social media. Don't be so quick to call your friends. Don't be so quick to call your family. What you need to do is sometimes you need to just listen to some motivational tapes. And I think Jim Rohn is the perfect place to start. He will make you laugh, he will make you smile, and he will also give you a great outlook on working hard. It's not about being perfect, it's about just getting the job done. You know, just go for it, just get it done, because that's what happens in life. Even if you've never been to college or you've never been in one of those types of conventional schools, you know, when you're at work, sometimes you just have to put it together. You just have to somehow, by the grace of God, you find all the pieces and you just stick it together, and it turns out pretty good. So he's saying that's what you kind of need to do in life all the time, because eventually you're going to get to the point where you're so good at putting stuff together that now it's good, it's great, it's awesome, like it's perfect, it's seamless, it's going good. But that takes trial and error, that takes time, that takes effort, and you only know what you can accomplish whenever you go out there and try. I'll just leave you with his quote that he says, if you feel like you are in despair, if you feel like you are stressed out and you don't know where to turn, please go watch Jim Rohn motivation videos on YouTube. They are so beautiful. They are so helpful. And I really want to bring some more motivational speakers to you that you will also love as well. Always remember, if you're going to do anything, just do it. Stop waiting. Stop thinking that things are going to come into perfect alignment. The universe is already in perfect alignment and it's just waiting for you to take that jump. So guys, have a good night, day, wherever you are, and I will talk to you soon.